Hello guys and welcome to the weekly Outlook and Setups volume 15. It's Ilya here and I'm glad to see you on my YouTube channel. So as always, we're gonna have a look at how the market developed this week and see if there are some potential tradable opportunities for the next one. As for me, I finished this week with 6% profit. I did about 3 trades. I had one break-even trade, one win and one loss, and I finished at 6%. That's the power of risk management, which I will be explaining in one of my future educational videos I'm working on. And so if you don't want to miss all this content, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. And we're going straight into the video. Let's go. As always, starting from the DXY, our most important tool to judge the dollar strength. So as you all know, we had NFP week last week. So as you can see from price action, the reaction is bearish. And I think the data was negative actually, although we had the average hourly earnings on positive. But you can see the market's reaction was bearish. So I've been switching my biases for the dollar for a lot of weeks now. And I really start thinking that it's just a consolidation period here. But as you can see, we had this liquidity point here, this very massive level of rejection. We had this little wick here failing to break above. Then this week, we had this wick piercing through and nicely rejecting, and now it looks like it's going down. So switching down to the daily time frame quickly, I can see bullish structure for now, higher low, kind of a higher high right now, pullbacking for a higher low. But as you can see from the weekly time frame, we failed to break above, although on the daily it looks like it has created a higher high, but I think that was just a liquidity grab here above this highest level here. So right now we're heading down, and if I switch to the 4-hourly time frame, we're already creating some minor structures. As you can see here, we kind of had this push down, lower high, lower low, lower high, and right now we're creating a lower low. So I am bullish, I'm bearish on the dollar, and as you can see right now we're creating this lower low. So I do expect some kind of a more of a push to the downside, then a retracement back, and then a continuation down for a lower low. We have this trend line. I will keep this just to monitor for any kind of signals here around the area. And as I can see here, this kind of level here, you can see how price dipped below and immediately gapped up. Then we had another tap, just a perfect tap here, and we've been trending up. So watching carefully 97.20 and the trend line, but overall I'm bearish on the dollar. Let's see if it supports our other pairs. Euro USD weekly time frame, as we can see, we have a weekly indecision candle closing bullish. So this indicates kind of a bullish pressure, but it's not very certain. So after this bearish candle, we're having this indecision battle between bulls and bears. So let's have a look at the daily time frame. As expected, opposite to the DXY, we're having a bearish price action, very nice lower low here, and a pullback for a lower high. As you can see, we have this very nice zone here. Support, break, retest, and we can expect continuation. We have this daily indecision here and this little candle pushing down. 4-hourly, you can see we entered the zone, rejected, tried to push down, came back a little bit for another retest, and right now we're looking very bearish. So about Euro USD, I'm not very sure, as we were bearish on the dollar, so we should expect Euro USD to push up. But from the 4-hourly, you can see this very nice push up. So if price action stays above this kind of structure, you can see support, kind of higher lows, minor higher lows, or maybe we can have a Fibonacci level here. Yep, 50-61% level in and around this kind of zone here. So if price finds support here and pushes back up for a new higher high, this will be our certain reversal. As for now and the beginning of the week, I will be carefully watching for the price action to see if there is any support here at this level, or we should break and continue down. So that's about Euro USD. And Euro JPY on the other hand is giving us a very nice weekly bullish engulf. It has wicks on both sides, but it is a very nice engulf engulfing the last 2 weeks of price action. So Euro JPY, we see it bullish. This may support our bullish bias on Euro USD. So a very nice weekly candle close. Let's have a look at the daily. Here we had as well a descending structure. But as you can see, the inner trend line was broken and price action managed to violate this structure and almost this here. Let me turn on my magnets. Okay, so you see we're currently finding resistance at this minor lower high, but we managed to break our last one. So I am bullish on Euro JPY. We can introduce this kind of longer term trend line, but I won't go into trend lines now because I don't trade trend lines. I trade only structure. So what am I waiting for? I want to see a slight pullback down. I can see a very nice spot here for liquidity and a potential inverse head and shoulders. So you see 2 rejections here. I want to see a slight pullback, a potential higher low formation, and then we can go long. Targets, I can see here we have a very nice resistance, kind of. You can see this wick here, break, retest, second retest, and flush down. So in and around this area, let's see if we have a number. Yep, 11,900 around this level, which is just perfect. You can see those 2 wicks how are trying to penetrate the level. So that's for Euro JPY, a slight pullback for a long position. Aussie dollar USD supporting our DXY and Euro USD bias. You can see a very nice bullish engulf here, engulfing 4 weeks of price action of indecision. So although the trend is very nicely down, so we have this trend line, this, so this is the final one, the final tap, if you want to draw a trend line. So right now we're encountering this kind of area here, very similar to Euro USD, but after this very bullish candle, I'm very bullish by a bull bias. So you can see here as well, price action managed to violate all of those minor lower high areas. You can see here wicks, a lot of wicks, push down here, threw some wicks to the downside to gather liquidity, and right now we're pushing up and breaking structure. So a very simple setup here. Just wait for a slight pullback. Let me just throw a quick Fibonacci here. Yep, exactly, maybe 50%. I will be targeting a 50% fib here, because I don't think price action will retrace all the way down to the 61.8 or even lower, but we'll see, always expected. So yeah, I expect price action to find resistance here at this area, pull back a little bit, and then start pushing up. I would consider taking profits. I can see this kind of structure aligns with the trend line. So this is 0.6920. This will be my first take profit. Okay, 69.20. Okay, so that is Aussie dollar USD slight pullback for a long position until 0.6920. Aussie JPY is just beautiful. I've been calling this very strong liquidity level here from a long time, and you can see how price action perfectly tapped, dipped below, and right now we're very bullish. So I will just throw a quick level here, and I will switch down to the daily time frame. All right, so here we have broken structure as well. You can see price action even broke the major structure here, and all of those minor. So consolidation, break of the consolidation. I won't trade an immediate pullback because I always want to see a bigger pullback for a new higher low. And then my first target will be this key level here from the weekly time frame, and then I can see a lot of resistance going out here, and even these areas here. So This is actually 75,500. This will be a major level I will be monitoring for. And again, simple as Aussie USD pullback higher low for a long position. Let's have a look at the New Zealand dollar pairs. So this is NU. Very nice bullish engulf here on the weekly time frame. Very bullish week. So the overall trend is down. So make sure you know that. I will just throw a quick level, a quick level here. Those are my weekly levels. You just have to search for areas where the weekly time frame finds support and resistance. So those are nice supply and demand zones. So switching down to the daily time frame, you can see tap, very nice support area, break, retest here, and continuation down. So the whole week has been bullish. I can see price action even broke this major lower high, which was on the 4-hourly. Oh yeah, on the 4-hourly we are in a very nice bullish trend. So something like this, it's very steep. So I do expect some kind of a pullback, a clear one, because we've been having only those very slight pullbacks that are a little bit risky to trade. So I just want to see a pullback on this one. It is for sure that we've shifted the trend. So I'm looking for long positions on this. My first target I will be looking for this pair is 64.80ish. You can see how perfect it taps here. It's just that level is just perfect. Make sure to include it into your analysis. And having a quick look at NZD/JPY, almost the same. We're having this kind of morning star formation here, not very visible, but it looks nice. And this weekly candle engulfs 3 weeks of price action. So quickly dropping a level, we have this very nice level here that I'm not sure acted as any support, and this one here. So let's jump down to the daily time frame. What do we have? Very nice bullish leg here, moving up, break of all structures. So let's search for an entry in the 4-hourly. Again, very steep. Wait for your pullback, guys, and then go long. That's what I will be waiting for. I will not draw a Fibonacci like this because there are some minor higher lows here, but yeah, it's possible if you want to wait for a bigger pullback. But I really think price action, as the momentum of the boost is very strong, and it just creates those very minor higher lows. So looking for a long position on NZD/JPY and NZD/USD, all of them perfectly correlating to the dollar. And for the JPYs, we should have a look at USD/JPY as well. Interesting price action on USD/JPY. You can see 4 weeks of kind of up down, and right now we're starting to break these areas here. So from the weekly, any levels, I can tap one here. Currently we're finding resistance here. Daily time frame looks perfect. It actually looks very nice as break and retest. We've been retesting this level, kind of a zone, quite a lot, and right now we're up here again. So maybe some shorts are expected from this area. I would be very cautious of this trade. So price action may find resistance here, push down a little bit, maybe retest the bottom of this range, and maybe then we can start looking for long positions. But if price action manages to break above, have a new higher low and a retest of this level, I think the longs are for sure. So we can see we have a very nice again here, break and retest, support, break, retest, second retest, double top. Very nice trade here. I'm not sure if I took it. So yeah, very nice level to monitor. It's actually a round key number 109. So that's my kind of buy position target. I won't be looking for shorts at this area because we're long on almost all of the JPY pairs. So I really want to see USD/JPY break above this level. If not, I will just monitor, and maybe if price decides to break and create a new lower low, that's when I will start looking for short opportunities. USD CAD weekly time frame, we can see the reaction from the NFP was brutal. So we have this very major bearish engulfing 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of price action. And finally, our shorts from this Fibonacci area have been fulfilled. I hope you managed to grab some at this level here. So I was very skeptical taking a trade because you can see we were very choppy. But after seeing this spike up, I immediately thought that we're going to have the reversal. So I didn't take this trade. I took another USD pair. I will show it. So break here, immediate retest, kind of indecision here with rejection on both sides, maybe making some buyers buy again, and then on NFP we had the very nice continuation. So very nice price action on the 4 hourly. I think we're already shifting to a downtrend. So as I always do, lower high formation, selling high and buying low. That's it. Waiting here, maybe if you want to have an area where you want price action to come, just do this. But you can see I always perfectly draw my levels on the 50%. That happens with practice. So as about targets, let's have a look at the daily time frame. I can see, okay, 31,500 will be my first target, which is almost achieved. But if we manage to get the pullback, enter a short position, we have 50 pips to work with, which is very nice. And I think that price action will continue to flush down and maybe retest those lows here. So very nice opportunity on USD CAD. Stay tuned. USD Swiss franc, a pair I traded this week. So I'm bearish on this pair. You can see this is a major barrier here. I've been watching this level for a long time. You can see support came back against support in a very massive bullish push. So I'm still bearish bias on this one after I saw this thing here happening. So after this push, we didn't manage to make a new higher high of this structure here. So we just had this kind of corrective movement. And right now, I think we're starting to flush down. And I will show you now on the 4 hourly how it happens. So you have this kind of trend line here, violation of the trend line. And right now, pull back here for a lower high. So the trade I took was very aggressive. I saw that price action was failing to break above this kind of area here. Then I saw this manipulation happening and I entered a very nice trade here. So I think I entered in and around these areas here or something like this. It was my stop loss was 15 pips, I believe, and I took my 3% here. I always love to take my profits at 3R because I'm very satisfied with it. I sometimes leave some positions, a slight portion of my position to run, but I rarely do this because I like to be satisfied with my profits and not give them away. As for next week, we've switched to some kind of a bullish structure here, but I really do expect this pair to go down. So we had this massive rejection here, kind of 1, 2, 3 evening star formation. If I get another push here into this area, maybe a wick here to gather liquidity at this point, maybe this, and maybe to create a double top, a very big double top here. So looking for shorts, but remember to always monitor price action for rejections. So price action can just break above and continue up. That's why we always look for rejections, first the confirmation and then the entry. So looking for shorts on USD Swiss, we'll mention something in the Telegram if it appears. Very interesting opportunities arising on my minor / exotic pairs. So starting with Euro NZD, you can see 1, 2, 3 perfect evening star formation. And that's just the perfect signal for short opportunities. Although we're in a kind of a bullish trend after we made this higher high here, we may be right now in a pullback for a new higher low, but we still have a lot of space. Maybe if I put a line here in between the 50 and the 61%, and let's have a look on the daily time frame. So the reversal has already happened. We had this liquidity grab here. You can see at this wick. Boom, boom, 1, 2, 3, evening star formation again. Very nice short opportunity from here. And on the daily, we have violated this kind of structure here, which was very, very major. So our reversal is happening. 4 hourly, very nice. A lot of opportunities. Opportunity here as well. Here, then this candle came here. I missed my sell here after the price went back to gather some liquidity again. Break of this area again, and right now we've been flushing very, very nicely. So if I delete those ones, what am I waiting for? Very simple, pullback. That's it. So I might have this kind of area here, so where the wicks are, but that is too much of a retracement. Yep, it's too much, so I would prefer something in the middle again, between the 61.8 and the 50%. And you can see our target is just too far away, so we'll be able to grab a very, very nice trade. Wow, that's actually 260 pips. So let's hope Euro and NZD gives us this pullback so we can enter short. Okay, next pair, Euro Aussie. So this pair has reversed down here, but I was looking for a I think we looked for some kind of a pullback here after we saw those 2 rejections from the downside, but price action just broke below this consolidation. And what are we waiting for? A very simple retest. So my perfect point for a retest will be this liquidity area here. So yeah, it looks very nice. Simply waiting for a pullback on Euro Aussie. And the next one is Aussie NZD. That was the pair I lost the trade on. I entered too prematurely in and around this area and got stopped out by a wick, or spread it to us. So we finally broke out of the consolidation similar to Euro NZD, and right now we're having this retest here. So currently finding support at this kind of level here. You can see support. So price action has to pull back a little bit, create a new lower high, and then we can continue down for a lower low. So those are 3 very nice opportunities. Make sure to check the correlation between them. If you haven't checked my correlation video, make sure to do so. I'll try to post a link right now on the video. And guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Again, you found something very useful from it. Make sure to leave me some feedback, leave a comment, hit the like button, get in a chat with me on Instagram or Telegram. And I wish you a killing week, and make sure you follow your plan and apply strict risk management. Thank you for staying up until now.